is definitely jingling along as we have a very casual and friendly chat about music, about life, and about everything else with CEO, Managing Director of Chevron Lubricants here in the studios at the Echelon Square. It's Graham and Mr. Kishu Gomes. Now, next in line is a very, very interesting question. Now, I see you definitely take care of yourself. You work out, you spend a little time. What's your perfect workout song? What's the song that you play when you work out? Do you have a specific song? Now, I know that you continue a trend. You don't follow the same song. So, what is the workout song?
Well, I don't sort of play a particular song as such, but I listen to a radio station,
right?
And it ends up being legends, most of the time. I'm not saying it because I'm here and I'm being grilled by you or grilled by you or whatever you want to call it. But it's that I do. But and there is a theme, right? Cutting across all the songs.
Right.
And so that's me. That's my background, and that's my era. That's my culture. All of that. So obviously when I choose a radio station, I would choose one that aligns with my kind of life, right?
Right.
So that's where legends come into play.
Right.
Yeah. So that's what I do.
How many push-ups can you do?
I need to be honest here, right?
Yeah. Because I'm going to tell you, I can do about 5.5, 4.5.
5.5, if you do it properly, it's good. I must tell you that, with my athletic background.
Then I might do 4.
Don't. I want you to do 10. That's the purpose of it.
That is when I go into cardiac arrest and...
with the work I do, I haven't been able to inspire you to go from 4.5 to 10. I'm not good, Graham. I must tell you that. Well, I can do about 20 proper way.
Okay.
And I used to do over 100
back in the
during my heyday.
Okay.
When I was doing hurdles. And that was my pet event, and I was the national school champion, Colombo district champion for so many years. And I'm still into competitive athletics. I still run.
Right.
And Graham, I tell the world that the day I retire is not when I reach 55 or 60.
Right.
The day I cannot do 100 meters in less than 12 seconds will be the day I retire. So that's my goal.
If I can do 100 meters in 12 minutes without getting a heart attack, that's the day. that sums up my day. 12 seconds, I don't think I will be able to even get to the car. I think I might. Already I'm feeling a little claustrophobic in my chest area.
No, don't worry, you can do it. All you need to have is the right mind. And you can do it.
What is it?
I see you, the listeners don't see you. And then you're a fit guy, just trust your abilities, capabilities, and your strength, Graham.
They also say looks can be deceiving. Inside the engine is talking to me right now through my head.
I'm going little beyond, just the visual.
Thank you very much. Also, when was the last time you took a vacation? I mean, you're so busy, your calendar is full. Now you have another appointment. As you're done here, you leave to another place, and you were telling me. So, when was the last time you took a vacation?
Good question, and it's very difficult to take a few days off. But on a weekly basis, I just find some time for me and for my family.
Right.
For example, last weekend I was up in Kandy. Just took 1.5 days, which was like gold.
Wow.
Being able to find 1.5 days. So I do things like that. Grandma, as a human being, you need to give back to the people who love you as well, right? So I have 2 sons, and they don't want to join the parents anymore. They have their own priorities, and we have our priorities. So we make some conscious decisions. So it was just me and my wife, who decided to travel up to Kandy, to go to Darda Malika, being a Buddhist, and then doing a few things we like to do.
Right.
So I find the time, but I must also tell you that I managed to find 1.5 days after so many months.
Wow.
So it doesn't happen regularly. But it's not about spending long hours. It's about spending the time you got in order to enjoy life, right? It's quality, it's what you do
with that time
available, right? That's what matters.
Right.
So it's all about in your mind to what you're doing and getting the maximum out of that time that's available. So if you train yourself, that way, then you are able to sort of manage all the things you do pretty effectively.
Do you approve of giving your employees annual leave? How are you when it comes to giving them time off and time with their families? And I mean, in the corporate industry, it's very hard to get leave. In our line of work, we work Christmas, we work Boyers, we work every day. But then again, we also have a very strong culture in our organization where people get. How do you look at it?
I want all my people to use up their entire allocation. And we make it a point to ensure that they take it.
Right.
So during the latter part of the year, I would even ask for their leave plan to ensure that they have a plan to be able to use the allocation. So we are pretty serious about it. Being an American company, we have values that we driven by. So that's something we do, and even in my case, I'll be taking a few days off towards the end of the month. Doesn't mean that I can just completely cut off from work.
No, you still be on all your gadgets.
So you'll still be connected, and you'll still be working, but I mean you have more time for you and for your family and for your loved ones to enjoy life. So answer to that is yes, I very seriously advocate that. And I want every single employee who is attached to my operation to take time off, and that's very important. Work-life balance is a must. But in my case, of course, this work-life balance, if I may have half a minute more to explain my mind on that, it's not about work-life balance. It's integrating both. Work and life. You tell me if you're able to not think about your job when you're at home, Graham. It's not practical, right? You'll always continue to think. Something gets into your head.
Yes.
You'll continue to explore, think what you're going to do the following day, all of that, right? So that's real life. So in that, what I say is integrate, right? While working, you should be able to enjoy your life. While at home, you should be able to enjoy the work you do as well.
True. So
it's how you train yourself. It's your individual culture. So that's important. I don't want to make it very formal and too serious because we are all in holiday mood. But I thought that's important. That's for you to be able to enjoy your life.
It is. The next song we have is also one of your favorites. It's a song about four friends who started a band way back in '69. They're talking about how great the year '69 was, and some of them went on to continue their trend in music. Some of them dropped out of the band. What is your special take on Bryan Adams in the summer of '69?
You're changing the whole rhythm, Graham. Early morning, is it a time to play this song? Well, this is Christmas, it's festive season, so therefore, you can
crank it up a bit.
Crank it up, and you can afford to play this kind of songs early morning, right? You're in that mode, while you still need to, complete a few things before the year ends, right? Bryan Adams is an icon and one of the smartest, artists, I have ever seen in my life. I like his visual, the way he presents, himself, and the kind of, melodies he uses for his songs, the way, he comes across.
The energy he brings to the stage.
All of this. So there is something that goes beyond, just music, in him. The attire, that collarless, body fit t-shirt, black one, with blue jeans, gosh, right? So it's that guy. And summer of '69, when a nightclub started in Colombo, during say mid '80s, if I remember right, Colombo 2000, my kind of place, and then a few others. You go to any nightclub.
This was one of those songs.
Sure to come across this song. So people like what's this guy? I forget his name now. Anyway, so I mean they used to play this song at every nightclub, and it was a hit then. and my generation, our generation, still
It
enjoy
will
this
always
song very much,
yes.
and it will continue to last. Sohan, Veer
Right.
Singh, right?
Right.
This, if I remember right, this was one of his favorite songs.
Right.
And I don't think he has performed at a show and not sung this song.
Okay.
So this is one of those songs.
Well, with that in mind, let's have a listen to this. 9:44 is your time.